Alrighty, so it's been actually closer to 2 hours. Here is our copper wire. I'll put some filter paper behind it so you can see the pretty silver crystals have precipitated out. It's really cool down at the bottom here. I don't know if you guys can see those or not. There's silver crystals hanging off the copper wire, and you can see that the solution has gotten a blue color to it, which means there's copper in it. So what I'm going to do now is we want to collect the silver and see how much came out of solution and if all of it came out or not. What I'm going to do is going to lift on the wire and shake it up and down and get those silver crystals out off of the wire. This is really cool. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's pretty nifty. All right, so here we go. Off with the silver, blue, and it all falls down. So I'm shaking, shaking, shaking to make sure I get as much off as I possibly can. And then what I'm gonna do is take my wire and use the acetone again and dry it off so that there's no misreading the mass, thinking that the water is copper still. So again, because the acetone vaporizes so easily, it'll take the water with it. I just want you to see that there is some of the wire and some silver actually probably on the paper, but we got most of it off, so that's good. The next thing we're going to do is find the mass of the wire now, and it should have gone down, and it did, 0.72 grams. And then the last thing that we need to do is to filter. So this is a technique that you haven't learned yet. I want to make sure that you see this at least once. I'm going to filter this solution and collect the silver. It's going to have to sit overnight to dry. But to filter, we're going to use a piece of filter paper. We're going to fold it in half. And then in half again. Oops, actually I've got 2 pieces of filter paper. Let's try that again. And the best way to do this is to take 3 of the sides and then crease it so we make like a little snow cone. And then I'm going to put just a tiny bit of water in here just to help it, this is deionized water, just to help it stay. And then I'm going to slowly decant or pour out the silver nitrate and copper nitrate actually now through the filter paper. And sometimes it creates a little bit of a vacuum seal, so I lift it up from time to time. It's kind of like making coffee, very slowly. And this is going to need to drip for a while, and it doesn't happen instantly. So doesn't it look like we're going to be rich? We're not. This is high school chemistry. We don't make money from labs. So there's some of the solid. Squirt some more water in there. Dump it out. Keep going. And there's still some silver in there. So the liquid's going to filter through the paper. We'll be left with the silver solids at the end. And then I'll show you about rinsing it thoroughly. We'll do that a couple of times, and then it has to dry overnight before we can weigh it again and get the mass of our silver.